What's up, guys? It's your boy Anime Boom, and I am back for another video. Now that the One Piece live action was a success, Avatar: The Last Airbender, it was mixed, but I think it was success, like with the viewers or whatever. It was like 20 million viewers, like the first week it was out. Pretty amazing numbers. So it's now talks about like Naruto coming out, but it's one I want to bring into the discussion. Attack on Titan. We love Attack on Titan, but I just want to talk about, will Netflix pick it up? First, I want to talk about the 2015 Attack on Titan movie because I feel like that kind of plays a role in if they're going to do this or not. The 2015 one, it was a Japan movie, and it was not liked by many people. It was bad. It looked cheap most of the time. They changed the story. Levi wasn't even in the story. It was like, what are they doing to Attack on Titans? They did not do it justice. And I just think that they might have to wait a little bit longer because I feel like people are still thinking about that live action. They got to give it a little bit of time, like how they have to give the Fantastic Four time before they release this new movie because the old Fantastic Four movies were just so bad. I feel like it's the same thing with Attack on Titan. Those old, that it was actually more than one live action. They probably did like 3 of them, and they all were bad. They were all bad and just looked horrible. They did like a Titan baby at one point. That is just so silly. But let's just talk about the Netflix live action. What they need to do to make this just the perfect live action, and let's just get right into it. To start it off, I want to talk about the Titans. The Titans, man, this is the biggest thing. This is what makes the show super expensive. I'll say this. From the trailer of the live action 2015 one, bro, all the Titans looked pretty cool. It looked perfect. The trailer was amazing. 10 out of 10 trailer. But when you got to the movie, the actual version in the movie, it just didn't look good. The Titan shifters, their forms looked really like, I don't know what you would say, but it's like armored, like they're wearing like armor or whatever. They should have just made it skin, not like a bunch of armor and layers to their body. I didn't like that. They need to do this live action. I would still go humans. Make the Titans human because they, in the anime, they look like humans. They just got weird faces and stuff. They look like humans. So figure out a way to CGI it a little bit, parts of it, but still make it like human overall. I think you could get it right. The trailer from the live action one in 2015 was cool. It's just that it didn't look good in the actual movie. So just figure out a way to implement human beings and make them look like Titans. It don't look silly or goofy. Make it work. I think y'all can make it work. So it's gonna be expensive. It's going to be expensive, but I think they can figure it out. If they get that right, that's one of the things off the list. The Titan shifters, like I said, CGI. Maybe you could add more CGI to a Titan shifter than an actual human, but still have elements of it be human. Like the movements, I think you should go human. Get some MMA fighters in there. Let them do the Titan like jiu-jitsu style, what Annie was doing in season 1. And I think it will work. It will be beautiful. It will be perfect. So, yes, that's how I feel about Titans. But let's go into the next thing. Another important thing in this live action, if they plan on producing it in the years to come, the ODM gear. In Attack on Titans, the ODM gear, the scenes with these things are just so beautiful. Now, you got 2 different styles of the animation for ODM gear. You got the Wit Studio style, seasons 1 to 3, and you got the Mappa style, season 4 to the ending of the show. Season 4 to the ending of the show. And the Mappa way of doing it, they kind of avoided doing the wire scenes. It wasn't really ODM gear scenes in season 4 to the end of the show, honestly, in my opinion. But Wit Studio used to go crazy with the spinning around. So honestly, they can kind of chill on this. If they want to go to Mappa way of not really showing any crazy ODM scenes and CGI in it, it can work. I think it's simple, but it can still work. You lose sort of some of the magic, but the Wit Studio style, you're gonna have to like have it CGI, fast green screen wires and stuff. Have wires on these actors and just have them flying around. You got to figure out a way to make it fast paced and not feel slow and inaccurate to the actual show. So I think this is a hard thing they're gonna have to do. You got to be fast with it, because some people might not want the Mappa way of doing it. Because the Mappa way, they got real slow and lazy with the ODM gear scenes, but there were moments of it being really good. So yeah, they'll figure it out though. The ODM gear scenes, you can slow it down or keep it fast. I prefer for them to keep it the Cool Wit Studio style way of fast paced ODM gear. Y'all know what the scenes I'm talking about. Beautiful scenes and Levi scenes, you gotta figure it out. Those scenes, no excuses. You gotta give the Levi scenes perfection, because it's just iconic parts of the anime or whatever. So let's go to the next thing. The costumes. The good thing about this show is the costumes and stuff, they ain't really, they're down to earth. They're really military gear and jackets and stuff like that. I can't really think of crazy attires in the anime. You got no, it's not really nothing. I can't think about any crazy costume designs that might make me go, oh, that's a difficult one. So everybody should be cool, just low, really chill, not saturated colors, chill, calm colors, dark green Survey Corp gear, and it will work. It's like a military show. It really reminds me of like a war type type of thing. So yes, you get the characters right. Aaron, the Survey Corps, you ain't gotta go crazy. You can make the humans look normal with their clothes. This goes back to like the 1800s, 1700s, early 1900s. That's the clothes you should be inspired by. And I think it's I can't remember, but the location, it's you just go back to the 1900s, 1800s and get people those type of clothes. And the Survey Corps give them back military clothes from kind of back in the day in Marley and stuff. Like I said, military back in the day. And you got Attack on Titans, basically. That's all you have to do. Nothing crazy. It's very simple. It ain't Naruto or nothing. And that is another point I want to make. This isn't the hardest anime to do. I think, in my opinion, Naruto is, because the every character's over the top. Sasuke's so emo, over the top, and Naruto so hype, over the top, and it might come off cringy hearing Naruto talking stuff, but Luffy was over the top too. So maybe they could figure out a way to get Naruto right. But this isn't about Naruto. This is about Attack on Titans. They can get it straight. It's very simple with the costumes. And let's just move on to the final two things I want to talk about: the settings. Now, like I said again, this is not a hard one. Like I said, back in the day, those houses, the 1800s, 1900s, those houses were, you got inspiration. The type of houses and stuff that was making back in the day, that's inspiration. Use that, and you got the setting down. The three walls, all you gotta do is sometimes CGI the walls in the background. It can be far in the distance. They're not gonna be on the screen every single second. They're gonna be far away sometimes, very far away. You barely see them in half of the scenes. But when you see them in like the big moments, you gotta get it right. You got to get it right. But most of the walls and stuff, that could be done with green screens and stuff. And then the locations are just cities and stuff. It's not a crazy location. The underground part is not really in season 1, so you ain't gotta worry about that. There's no crazy locations in the show. So once again, that's something simple that they can do. But overall, my opinion on it, try it. Try to do an Attack on Titan live action. The hardest part to me is the Titans. The ODM gear is hard too, because you gotta get that speed down. You gotta get the speed down. But if they tone it down, maybe they can make that work too, like Mappa did. And the costumes is simple, the settings is simple, but that's how I feel about Attack on Titan live action. Netflix, try and do it. It's different. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing fighting animes getting live actions. Go for something different where they barely fight hand to hand, and give us action between these giant monsters and stuff. Very different story, beautiful story. But peace out, y'all. Tell me how y'all feel about this. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you think they just don't need a live action? And I'll see you on the next video. Anime Boom out. Peace.